Hey guys, I'm here in New Zealand in honor of War of the Planet of the Apes. They brought me out here at Weda because I get to explore how to be an ape, how they do it, how they mocap it. I'm so excited. Let's check it out. Here with the legendary Joe Letteri, thanks for doing this. What separates Weda from the rest of the gang?
Well, what I've always enjoyed doing is creating characters. How do you make a character not only believable, but give you an emotional connection to the audience? I was fortunate when I came to Weda to work on Gollum. That was one of the things that brought me here. Andy just led the way. He kind of showed people how to do this, how to bring that emotion out in these characters that were not human, but become so human over the course of the story.
Really, it's about being able to get over the fact that you are at times in a fairly barren, mocap volume with dots all over you in a skin-tight suit,
Who's your favorite character to animate?
I mean, I think Bad Ape was the most popular character to animate. Bad Ape. We didn't have enough shots to go around. Everybody wanted a little piece of Bad Ape.
Bad Ape's a good example. There's some comedic, he gets to bring some comedic moments in the film, which is helpful, but like the scene where he runs away and trips and falls. I'm okay. Did that happen in the moment, or are you able to add some of those tweaks in the animation process?
We can, and we do, but in that particular case, Steve wiped out on set. Steve's just such great energy, Bad Ape is a character full of energy, and that's all Steve's.
One of the things that was great about being able to be involved in rebooting the whole franchise was being able to figure out how we were going to do the apes in this kind of day and age. There were a lot of reasons why the kind of traditional makeup prosthetic approach wasn't really going to work for these movies coming up. We ended up adapting this performance capture technology that we developed on previous films.
You call it the volume originally, was sort of the room with the cameras in the ceiling that you can record them in, but now you were able to actually take that out into the real world.
Exactly, we moved that volume from this kind of soundstage out onto location.
You mentioned Andy Serkis. I mean, he is amazing. He's still amazing doing this. Does he almost get a first pass at all big mocap roles that come in at this point?
No, like I said, Andy, I think, set the tone for everybody. He showed that it could be done and how it could be done well. It was just really fortunate that he was interested in the role of Caesar. I think because of the potential for the arc, the way that you can see this character growing.
As they go hunting for the individuals that kind of best fit the characters in their movie, we sort of tell them, don't worry about the performance capture part of it. Just find actors that do, emotionally what you want them to do, and then we'll figure out how to, make them look like apes.
They do go through a lot of training to be able to know how to move like an ape and to use the arm extensions and so forth. So you want that to become part of their character, and then you want them to not think about it and just give the performance and hope that enough of it has gone into them that just becomes second nature.
We've classified the muscles of the face to spot the range and the different elements and start applying those same ranges and those same features to the chimp anatomy.
We ended up coming away from this a fair bit. Steve's human smile didn't quite read. It was a little bit creepy, so we went back to sort of chimpiness of Bad Ape. An orangutan just doesn't really have a lot going on. It doesn't. There's not a lot of structure in the brows, and Karen is so expressive. There's so much going on there. So, you can see the wrinkling that was put in, above the nose there, and you can see the wrinkles above the outer brow razor, for instance, and these are things that they're not really things you'd see in an orangutan.
I'm here with Dennis Yu, animation supervisor for War of the Planet of the Apes, and I have this cool opportunity where I can actually work with Bad Ape here and move every piece of his face using a dial, correct? Right. The lip puckering, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there's like 20 just lip movements. Oh, that's his pupils. Yeah. I can make him turn into a cat, like he just walked into the light. Oh, I gotta make him cross-eyed. Yeah. Okay, and then I can play it. And it's just made his eyeballs crazy. That's so fun. You're like God. What's the hardest thing to learn, you think, for an animator to start in this process?
Actually capturing the subtle performances of an actor. If a person is sad, it's not just a sad face, it's actually something deep within the performance. How did that actor look like he's, like there's deep turmoil inside, and how do you pull that out as well into your puppet?
So if you wanted to have him stick his tongue out.
Oh,
there it goes. Woo! Woo! I broke the machine.
Oh, man.
Sorry, Weda. Peter Jackson, don't kill me.
400 to 500 people worked on this, and every department in the company would have touched it, from the people that have to track the camera and match all the geometry that was on the set, to the animators who have to deal with translating the performances into the character, the creatures team that does simulations for how all the muscles and fur work. We have lighting artists who have to understand cinematography, and you have a compositing team whose job is to take all the elements and put it together and make it integrate into the final film.
I mean, each shot would take 2 or 3 months to get through the pipeline.
Bad Ape character has about a million strands of hair on his body, and he's got about 2 million strands of hair or fuzz on his furry jacket on his vest with the knit part and his knit cap. So Andy, we've got a little treat for you. We're, if you're up for it, we're gonna put you in a mocap suit.
The dots and all, the whole skin type thing?
The whole bit, yeah.
And then what, do I get to be an ape?
You get to be an ape.
Oh, this is gonna be exciting. All right, let's do this.
So for each performer, we have a custom-made helmet with a camera attached. Andy Serkis Caesar helmet.
Oh, wow,
So
I mean, that's,
the hero.
if we're gonna get a used helmet, I wanna use Andy Serkis's helmet.
Right, okay, so let's put this on.
I have a much bigger head than him, let's see.
We are gonna find out, right? Okay, it's
oh, yeah.
definitely tight. Okay, we are not going to be able to get away with this helmet.
Don't break Andy Serkis's helmet.
That's right,
It's
let's try
embarrassing, they
this.
can't fit my head. There we go.
There we go.
Oh wow, look how big my face is. Guys, I'm in the volume. This is where Benedict Cumberbatch did Smog.
I am fire! I am death! All must burn! Burn it must! All will burn! Burn it must! All will turn!
Fat guy in a mocap suit. I have to say, in putting it on, I always watch these videos of the actors being all serious in these suits, but once you commit to wearing this, I get it, it all goes away.
We have some LEDs encased in plastic for this.
So I can roll around the dirt and stuff.
You can roll around the dirt. The main reason we're using LEDs on set is to combat the light, sunlight mainly outside.
Instantly makes you feel more badass. Even though it looks silly, I gotta say, it gives you a weird confidence. So has Andy Serkis worn these cords?
Not these specific ones. These are
Just say yes. Yes, yes.
Every performer has a unit like you on the back, and we have 45 markers. So we're now going to be scaling you, which means like we're preparing you for the software to be able to distinguish it from the rest of the bunch. Once we have that, we can also like remap your motion onto the ape. This is your
Those are my
your
dots.
markers, yeah.
Wow, okay. And so it's syncing all of these
These
sensors.
are strobing in sync with the camera. So
Nice,
when
they
we-
made me skinnier. Do you make their groin bigger if they ask?
We can, but I think you'd have to bribe me for that. Turn around this way now. We're going to do what we call range of motion. Left, right, up, down.
It's like a free yoga class.
Can you do a bit of swim? Go up
Really
and-
swim.
Yeah, yeah. And look back as well when you do that. All these go on my webpage. And that's a very important one.
The hips don't lie.
Yeah.
All right, I'm all suited up, and I'm here with Ryan and Alan, mocap performers here, and they're going to teach me how to walk like an ape. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
you
right.
bet, yeah.
So, what do you think? Tips?
Well, the two biggest things you got to think about is the idea that anatomically apes are different.
Yes.
And in terms of weight and strength, apes are different. From where you're standing, kind of, there's a bend in the knees. Roll your pelvis forward, like if you were a dog, it's like you're trying to tuck your tail between your knees.
Mm-hmm.
Your chest stays nice and strong. Your arms are heavy, but they're also incredibly strong. So there's almost like an elasticity to them. There's a soft, easy strength.
The suit almost helps you with that.
Indeed. Yeah. The head is very heavy.
So chin down.
Not necessarily chin down. It just means that when they lift their head, there's a lot of weight that they have to move.
Do you ever want to be like Daniel Day-Lewis and just stay as the ape all day on set?
I tried that once and I got sick of the bananas. When it comes time to walk, the idea is that your pelvis kind of stays on the same horizon. It doesn't kind of bob up and down.
Oh wow, yeah. I'm not doing it justice, but I totally see what you're doing. Yeah, so you're almost stepping in front. It looks so much better than me.
These are arm extensions.
Yep.
From biped, when you sink down into quad, yeah, you can keep your knees bent. You can kind of get that straightness in your spine.
Yeah.
The way that they move is similar to walking. It alternates and it's opposing limbs. So it's kind of foot, hand, foot, hand.
in New Zealand mocapping as a gorilla. I gotta get in character. I'm gonna scratch my butt because I feel like that's what apes would do.
And roll, please.
Into the lake.
He's too weak to stay with us. We need only the strong.
Well, that's
sorry,
fair.
that's how it goes.
That's fair. Yeah.
Andy Signor, take 2.
Oh yeah, that's a little sexual. That's good. So I gotta back up more. Oh yeah.
I think just a little more space, yeah.
And so on set, you're watching this like this.
Sometimes we do, but usually the director's looking at the faces. He wants to make sure that the faces are doing what he wants.
That looks good though, yeah. The butt itch feels genuine.
Yeah.
So try one more?
Yeah, let's
real
do
quick?
one more.
Yeah, okay. I won't jerk you off this time.
Andy Signor, take 3.
Go, we're speeding. And in 3, 2, 1, playback.
Does that feel better? I feel like I nailed that cut. Only 3 takes. How many does Andy Serkis take? I believe me, I did a good gorilla there.
You did great.
Guys, this has been so much fun. You can tell how much blood, sweat, and tears goes into every single hair on these apes. I was so impressed. I'm so grateful to Weda for showing me how they did this. I hope you had fun, and you can check out War for the Planet of the Apes, July 14th in theaters everywhere. Thanks for watching. Click here for more Screen Junkies news.